The Refreshingly Normal Podcast. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Refreshingly Normal Podcast. I am Keefla.
I am Lucretia.
And we are a married couple of 22 glorious years.
22.
Yes. And we're only going to get better each year she stays around. So let's get on to it.
Okay.
You see, I got my sweatshirt on today. This is even though we're not sponsored, I'm going to put it out there. This is a comfort sweatshirt. And, you know, comfort sweatshirts are thick sweatshirts. They're thicker and heavier than normal, sweatshirts. And the reason being is because they are to provide extra comfort for those that may be going through anxiety or whatever. Not necessarily saying I'm going through anxiety, but I am a mental health professional. And I love wearing things like this. I love hoodies. I love sweatshirts. And my wife says I'm going through anxiety. And you probably are right. And there is a root cause to my anxiety. And a lot of things grow due to the roots being close to them. And roots have to be alive in order for things to grow. So I guess that my root cause is alive and close to me, which is why my anxiety is growing.
Well, just like he said in that 22, I guess I better not stick around.
I didn't say not stick around, did I?
Yeah, you said she's still going to stick with me or something. You say it.
See, listening skills. That's our next topic of discussion. How to improve your spouse's listening skills. But no, how has your week been?
My week has been busy.
Yeah.
And
lots of trainings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
High school, middle school, any elementary this week?
Nope. No
Okay.
Elementary. I think mainly middle and teachers. So
That's the toughest one sometimes.
So that, and then creating calm kits for parents, for families, and creating, I'm trying not to do, because I know it's in the last time, I did that a lot.
What? Yeah.
So I'm very now aware, and I'm not going to do so much of that.
I'm going to say it now. One day, we're going to be able to provide comfort sweatshirts as prizes for your calm kits when you're training.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I'm putting that out in the world, in the atmosphere, because one day comfort is going to rock with us.
All right. I almost did it. That is going to be hard not to do.
It is, but hey.
Anyways, so I did calm kits for families. Then I had to make quite a bit of calm kits for classrooms. So it was a busy week, doing all the things that are part of my JOB. And it was cold and rainy.
Yes.
So going in and out and traveling through from schools to schools, it was just a yucky week. So,
and it sucks for you this week, because this is actually the kind of weather that we do like. You know, when it's cold, because you know how you will say, "Oh, this is, I can come home and relax weather," or But I thought about that when I had to help you load your stuff up, and I was like, "Oh, she don't even really get to enjoy this because she got to go out in this."
Yes, I had to go out in it, packing up my car with all my stuff that goes in my wagon. So yeah, it was kind of yucky to be in and out of all the elements this week, but I got everything done. And one of my trainings, a teacher came to me and she said,
What she said? I know what she said.
She said, I'm so grateful for you coming and giving us this content, because it's so needed for kids, and I'm so happy about that. She said, but I just have to tell you.
What she said? She said the C word.
You are just so classy.
I'm so classy.
She said, you are very good at what you do, but I mean, you are just so classy. I said, okay, girl, thank you. So anyways, that her coming over and kind of filling my bucket was the highlight of my week.
Now another highlight. Reveal your your nail color.
Oh,
I like
my
that.
nail color. So last week I got, or not last week, but last time I got my nails done,
Right.
I got the cat eye, but this time I got a red cat eye.
Keep them still one time, just in case somebody want to zoom in on their phones or whatever.
So my nail.
And if you were to describe it for those driving, what would you describe?
I would describe it as it looks like a marble nail, like you know how marbles look, and you can
like
kind of
3D
turn them. It looks 3D-ish, and then you can see when the light hits it, you can see the design in it. So my nail lady, Miss Kimmy, did that for me. She's very creative.
Yeah.
So when they make the design, like whatever is in the nail polish, they take a little magnet, and then the magnet moves the lighting thing in the nail polish.
So it has some kind of metallic stuff.
Yeah, and she can make the designs with the little magnet thing, and then you stick it in the UV light thing, and you have to.
Is that the dryer?
It's not like a dryer.
I was like, I always wonder what are y'all sticking?
It's a UV light that sets the polish.
Okay.
So it dries it, but however, whatever it is. Yeah. And so you have to directly put it in there after, because if not, it loses the metallic.
Oh, so then they start probably going back to whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So you got it. So she does nail by nail. So she'll do this one, and then I got to stick it in. Then she goes to another hand and do it, and then so you have to do it that way. So,
I wonder how many people don't.
Don't what?
Like, are there anybody that is there anyone that did it and they're like, oh, now put your hand in, like, it ain't working out right.
I don't know.
Because you know some people try to the garage nail techs. You know what I mean? And they say, I could do that. You know, and they probably not realizing that, hey, if you do one, at a time, it sets it.
Yeah, though that's how she does hers. And so it was really, when I went to the nail shop this week, I was the only one, maybe one other lady. They were so slow.
Was this Thursday or Wednesday?
I went on Thursday.
Thursday, it wasn't raining.
It was just cloudy and cold.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any rain. It was just cloudy and cold. And I said, my goodness, has it been a slow week? And they said it had been a slow week. And, I asked, do they get paid like an hourly rate? And she says, no, they get paid by the number of customers they see. So, so anywho, if you notice that your nail lady, it's been a slow week for them, I don't know, if you really like them, give them a little
more love, huh?
A little better tip or something, just because they get paid by the number of clients, not hourly rate. I didn't know that.
Because I'm sure it wasn't just the shop, you know what I mean? If it was that empty. And I mean,
that was really weird too.
But I will admit too, like even the grocery store the other day was kind of empty. But everybody's kind of afraid, not knowing what's happening. Do I need to hold on to my coins a little longer than I normally would?
And then people are putting myths out there. Like my mama told me, she said, "Ooh, you be careful going to the grocery store, because this one of my customers came in and said that when you go out and put your groceries in your car, there's people following you to your house or
to take your groceries.
To take your groceries." I said, "Now, Mama,
that ain't the groceries she talking about."
I said, "I don't.
They ain't stealing those groceries in sacks."
No, I said, "I don't think that's so." I said, "People are just making up things because of what's currently happening."
It depends on where you at, though.
But I would think that that could possibly be a possibility.
It definitely.
I'm not quite sure if that's happening right now. Because for me personally, if I didn't have food, I mean, I don't know if I want somebody else's groceries. What I mean,
it don't matter.
I guess if you're hungry, you take what you can get.
Right.
But she said, she says to me, I go, "Mama, somebody that made that up." But anyways, I don't think that is not a possibility. But I'm not quite sure.
Pray that it doesn't get to that point.
Yes, that it's happening. Like the way she described it to me.
They bring they behind to this house trying to take some groceries. They gonna get some groceries, all right.
Well, the one thing for us is we don't do like a big grocery haul.
Yeah.
because we decide every couple of days what we're
Yeah.
gonna do. But yeah, anywho, I just thought that was funny that she said that to me. I was like, I don't know about that.
They'll put our groceries back. It's just too healthy.
Yes.
What a treat's that?
Broccoli and chicken thighs.
What a treat's that?
Where are the sweets? Yeah, they would be disappointed in ours. So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's how my week was. How was your week?
My week was good. As far as the job, knocked out another IEP. You know, I'm there. Didn't go to the gym at all because my sciatica, you know, is acting up. Very, very bad. I can only stand for about, less than 5 minutes before it starts hurting. And so I have to sit down, and I want to go to the gym. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said everything was, health-wise, was good, you know, besides, you know, just the sciatica. And I had you know, I was scared, had a scare. And I'll share it because I saw some blood in my stool. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because Black males, we have this, and it's statistics, you know, and it's a fear that Black men have about going to the doctor and getting the important checks, such as the prostate checks and the colon, you know, rectal testing and screenings. But I know that polyps and things like that runs in my family. So, you know, I've had digestive issues forever. Like, I'm not your average go poop every day person. You know, I'm a once every 3-4 days and sometimes longer than that person. And so, you know, and recently my stomach has been upset, just real bloated. And so that day, you know, we noticed and it scared me. And the crazy thing about it, I was so scared in the bathroom that I was trying to gather my thoughts on how to tell you. Because I was like, I can't say nothing, but I have to say something. It would be selfish if I just go to the doctor and don't say anything, you know? And so I stayed in there. I
responded well.
You did. I knew you would because of the fact that it was, and I know that you know that it's serious if I say something and you look at me to see how you should react.
And I could tell you were worried.
Yeah. And so, you know, so I went to the doctor for that. And they said that it you know, several things that it could be. We went and I did blood work and things like that. All my blood work came back stellar. My blood pressure was up a little bit, but that was because I was in the doctor's office, because before then it was like real, you know, real good. But she said, that's just because you're in here right now. So don't stress it. But I mean, just, you know, go get tested, get checked, man. And I had my annual early. It was in June. So, you know, I was like, let me get my blood work again. And this new doctor is very, very thorough, you know, and to my knowledge, everything's good. So now we're just working on the sciatica pain to see how we can fix that. And that's physical therapy and pain management that I have to go to. It's expensive, you know, when you go into like neurosurgeons, because I had to go to a neurosurgeon before, and it was so much money. And now what we're realizing is that what our insurance used to pay, they're not paying for as far as, you know, x-rays and stuff like that.
But I want to check in on that because sometimes people could file things wrong.
Yeah, they be wrong billing codes and stuff.
I just wonder if that is what's going on. So
but it's happening too often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
we're seeing it. Yeah, we're seeing it all throughout. Like it's like, oh, what? Facial X-rays, back X-rays. You know, just different things. And all this money is coming back. You know, regular visit. You know, not regular visits or copay, but anything we're going to doctor for that normally we didn't ever see a bill. We're now seeing bills for. So,
and our insurance hasn't changed.
Yeah, our insurance hasn't changed at all. So that was my weekly scare. Like I said, I can't, you know, express it enough. Gentlemen, please go, because I do know people. You know, I'm 51, but I would say I'm a healthy 51, and I work at being healthy. Not just it's my genes. No, I work at being healthy, trying to do right. So just make sure, and ladies out there, encourage the person you love to go and get, tested and checkups and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, my week was, like I said, good. It's just this sciatic pain is tough. I never had it like this before. Never. Slept in the recliner 2 nights. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to. I like, sleeping by my cold-footed partner. I was going to say something else, but we ain't going to say that. But
I wonder what he was saying.
But it helps sitting in that recliner and, putting ice on it. And they said put ice and then heat and stuff like that. But when if y'all had the pain, and this is crazy. Like, and I have to stand on my feet and I have to go like to the copy machine. I have to go from my office to the classroom and another classroom, go upstairs to this classroom and go. And I'm walking now, like dragging my leg, and it's crazy. When I see students, I try to walk without pain. But other than that, man, my week was okay. But what about last night to cap off our week?
Last night.
Where did we go?
We went to the Boy Is Mine tour. Can
I talk to you for a minute? Yeah. You know how to go.
Yes.
You need to hurry up.
So we went to Brandy and Monica.
That's right.
Their show. And
who was our guest with us?
Oh, Ann Fugger, which is Nicole, our cousin. She came with us to where were we at?
State Farm
Arena. And it was an amazing concert. So
everything, just the parking was cool.
Yeah,
getting in was cool.
Yes,
seats were cool. It was cool.
Thanks to the planner.
Good job, planner. I'm not a planner.
So I got right on. We were able to get great seats. Mm-hmm. This person was like, "You sure we're supposed to be going this way to sit down?" Yes.
Yeah.
So our seats are really good. We had a good view of the stage, and I did he reminded me about the parking though, but to get the parking pass. And so I got the parking pass prior to the concert. We got there in enough time to because you wouldn't got our food though, but we got our cocktails.
That's fine. I mean,
and everything. And so,
but I didn't. The only act that I missed was the guy from
I think his name
American
is Jeremiah.
Idol, the one that just won American Idol. He's a PE teacher from Mississippi.
Yeah, so he sang. He was pretty good. I felt a little bad for him, but not really like bad because any exposure for a new artist is great. Mm-hmm. And there were thousands and thousands of people in there. Yeah. But when he was on, people were still coming and sitting down. And so
that's the point.
The shuffle of it all. But he did get an opportunity to do what he needed to do.
Because there's chops, practicing, mm-hmm. Getting your stage
in
presence
a stadium.
right. Yeah.
I mean, he was in a stadium, so.
Mm-hmm. And he travels with them.
Yep. So everywhere. That's a great opportunity. Yeah. They also had Maya.
My body's like, whoa.
My body's like, whoa. So she looked good.
She did. And she's what, 46?
46, yeah. She looks good. She did well performing. Her voice sounded great.
Yes, she did. Yeah,
I was impressed with Miss Maya.
Yep, great stage presence.
Yep, great stage presence.
But not as good as
who?
Kelly Rowland.
You think that's so?
No, Maya was good because Maya's used to performing by herself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Kelly it's
Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just had a different, she was
confident.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna say confident.
Because Maya was confident.
Maya was.
It's just a different. I think it's because Kelly's been with Destiny's Child, and it's just different.
Kelly's stage presence she was exuding sexiness on the stage with her performance. That's more what it was.
Okay.
How she would take the stage and walk and do things and look at folks. Maya was. had sexy state, but she was her performance was like it's the performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think that just comes from the many years Kelly's been with Destiny's Child. I mean,
of course,
she's had the opportunity to have
yeah.
the best, I guess, training and experience and all that. But so, anywho, so that was the next one. So after Maya, then was Kelly, and Kelly did a good job. And Kelly,
I'm sorry, rewind.
What?
I did not know you knew all of those Maya songs.
Yes, I love Maya.
I did not know that. Like I was like, she know every. I'm talking about word for word.
I love Maya. So that's why when I started going TikTok and I started seeing her, and I was like, wait, is she gonna be with him? So then I even got more excited because I've always liked Maya.
Yeah, you knew all the songs.
Yeah, she's a great dancer, performer. Yeah. I've always liked her.
Yeah, I was so mad. Remember when she was on Dancing with the Stars and she didn't?
Yeah,
her and Mario.
The people didn't know her.
It wasn't that.
Oh, you think it's because otherwise?
We know, right? Because Mario was top. He should have won.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, she was so good on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, she was a champion.
She's just awesome. Yeah. So that was her. So yeah, I do know all the songs. And then Kelly did great, and she brought out Summer Walker because Summer Walker used Say My Name in one of her songs.
Won't you say my name, say my name.
And she came out kind of in a costume. She was a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, she was a bunny rabbit.
Mm-hmm, sure enough.
Yep.
Or what would they be? Not a bunny rabbit. What were those ladies called? Oh, like Playmate, like a Playmate.
Bunny rabbit. Jack Rabbit. You know Jack Rabbit got them big old hind legs.
She came out.
She had them hind legs on her.
She came out part of Kelly's thing. So
I thought she had background singers with her. But that was her hips and booty.
That was her hips and booty that she bought.
Said, oh, that ain't no background. There ain't no background dancers. There ain't nobody moving. I thought somebody background there shaking like that. I said, oh, that's her booty.
Y'all, she did not even do that much moving. She was just walking around.
That's what I'm talking about.
Singing that song.
Won't you say my name? Say my name.
She did not do all that. But it was really good. That was a good surprise.
Yeah.
And then after Kelly, of course, the ladies, Brandy and Monica, they started the show together. And they did a thing where they both was on the stage and then one person did their part. But they had great, like, a video before where they met up like in this corporate building and then took an elevator, and then this elevator actually came up from the floor. That was the same elevator in the video, but they started the show together. So one would sing and do their thing, then the other one would do their thing, the other one would do their thing, and then they went back down, and then they individually came out on the stage
and then did a few songs. And Brandy had Ray J.
Yeah, that was her special person. Was
said,
Ray J.
Y'all give it up for Ray J.
But
she hugged him and then they went down the stage.
But that was a big deal because I remember when Ray J was on whose show was that?
I forgot who it was.
He was on somebody's show and they asked him how was his relationship with his sister, and he said they weren't talking.
Yeah, because the question was like, would your sister do something? He said, oh no, my sister, we ain't even talking right now.
So he and his sister. So that's nice to see that they were on the stage last night together.
And then Monica, her first guest was who?
Who was her first?
Was it her daughter?
Oh,
her daughter came up and danced with her a little bit.
Maybe it was her daughter.
And then Ludacris.
And
I didn't think it was Jermaine Dupri.
He had on this little wig thing.
It was an unkept haircut wig.
Yeah.
It like had a little thickness on the side and then like some little curls.
I wonder who he was supposed to be.
I don't know. A mess.
A mess.
And he succeeded.
Mr. A Mess.
Yeah. First initial
Mess.
Last name Mess.
That's what he looks. A
Mess. And so they did good, of course.
Yeah.
Because she was talking about,
Welcome
y'all know I'm from
Atlanta.
And when you from Atlanta, we got to welcome you properly. And it's dun, 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 boom, boom, boom. And then everybody went crazy and he came up and they did their thing. And then Tank came out shirtless and everybody was going crazy. I said, boy, let me take my shirt off. Because I remember back in the day when I used to do them little auctions and stuff. And I used to get all that money for everybody. I used to do them fraternity and sorority auctions. Boy, I was a high dollar. That was a high dollar back then. But I said, you know what? I let him have his chance. You know,
Yeah,
young
let's
buck.
hang through his thing.
Yeah, but his microphone wasn't working right.
No.
So it was like just out the whole time pretty much. And after Tank,
Thank God he had a shirt off.
yeah, he can play for something. He did his thing though. Who came up after Tank?
Missy.
Yeah, Missy Elliott. She didn't sing. She just walked on the stage.
Over
Yeah.
New Monica. So that was good. She didn't do anything. She just came out and just danced a little bit.
She didn't even dance.
Well, show me she swayed.
Oh yeah. And that was it. That was all the guests, huh?
I think so. And her daughter. Yeah.
Brandy had another guest at the beginning. Ortho. Them shoes she had. Orthopedic. I was like, why is she wearing these shoes with her fit?
They probably were some kind of brand.
They look like
that
black
we
Air Force Ones.
Somebody knows.
They had red.
Because Monica had on Timberlands on one of those
but
things.
they wouldn't look like. I zoomed in on Brandy's shoes. I tried to figure out what they were, and they look like restaurant shoes, like the no slick bottom. They might have been, so she didn't fall in that. And they were. I just felt, hey.
Well.
No offense.
But I mean, it wasn't because she needed those kind of shoes. So it must have been because she had on heels and boots.
She did, but she might have had. They were probably naturalizers. Naturalizers now have stylish boots and stuff.
Don't
they?
They do.
They do. Naturalizers have stylish boots.
They do.
Naturalizers and sass.
They do. They do have some.
Yeah, that's probably what she had. She's older. She said she was older. She probably had some sasses on.
They're in their 40s.
No offense to y'all out there, y'all women with naturalizers and sasses on. But she was performing.
But it was a great concert. I sang the night of
You sure did, child. And the DJ halftime was great too.
Oh yeah.
When they hyped the crowd up, not halftime, and they hyped the crowd up in between the different intermissions and stuff. Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. I just love going to a concert with us, man. It's just and I'm saying us like collectively. Black folks, because just when singing the songs and all
everybody
that stuff,
knowing,
it's crazy. So, and I'm sure they probably do their other concerts too. The songs, but it's just different.
Yeah,
it's so different.
And it was packed, honey.
Yeah. And then they showed this man in the crowd. And I seen this one other time somewhere. I can't remember where I seen it. So he had a mustache. And this man, he looked like...
it was a woman. I mean,
Well, yeah, but what's the guy with... is it Earth, Wind, and Fire? Talking about the guy with the long perm? He kind of looked like him. Verdine, I think that's his name. But he had picture my mustache.
Big Worm to
picture
me.
My mustache kind of thin. And it goes all the way around, like just the lip itself. So it just goes just like this, drawing a circle. It looked like he put his mouth on a what I call a doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo is when you get a paper towel roll, and once the paper towel roll is empty, what kids, you give it to them, they gonna say doo-doo-doo, or they hit it on your head and go doo. That's what I call it. So it's a doo or a doo-doo-doo. It looked like he put that on his mouth and took it off, and it just had a black ring around his mouth.
No, he looked like to me not like the Earth, Wind, and Fire man. He looked like Big Worm if Big Worm's hair was like a wet and wavy bob.
Okay. But it looked a mess. What it looked like, y'all might want to cover your ears. It looked like a booty hole. It just had hair right there. And he was there looking like that.
And he would, like whoever the cameraman was last night at the concert was messy. Because he was on purpose trying to find
everybody
the people that was a little touched.
Yeah, that was extra.
Because he found two red blazers. Yeah. So there were two men that had these blazers on, and I mean, they were doing the most. I'm sure they were Monica and Brandy's biggest fans. They probably go to every concert.
They knew every song on everybody's.
And they knew the routines and everything.
Yeah, they did. They did.
But he found the most eclectic characters he could find. The cameraman did, but he knew exactly what he was doing. It was very It was very comical.
He got him. Yeah, but we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it.
It was really good.
But we didn't like the wings that J.R. Cricket had, some little bitty.
Are J.R. Cricket's wings just that little? I mean, they look like they came off of a Cornish hen.
Yeah. Cornish hen is bigger than that, huh? You would say? Look like they came off
just the wing part.
Look like they came off a Cornish quail. That's what it looked like.
They were so little.
Or a hummingbird.
I mean, I'm literally like the flat was like that.
And then they're going to try to say, I bought a catfish. It was $16 for those wings. And then I bought
$16.
The catfish and fries was 2 fillets of catfish. And it was not catfish.
No, it was whiting.
It was whiting. And you can tell by the texture and the flavor. Mm-hmm. Why we do this to us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Catfish. It's not catfish. So I wish you well in your endeavors, but I also wish that something makes you do right. That's what I'm saying.
And then I also don't understand this. I do understand, because when you go to Disney World or to sporting or concerts, I just don't understand the price of the cocktails.
It doesn't, well... they don't have to be
I got a whiskey sour double, which means 2 shots. $25.
Yeah.
For that. And
they gotta make money pay for that bill or nothing.
No, it ain't about making money.
Well, no, because the taxpayer, we already paid for it.
What the thing about it, it's just that because they can.
Yeah.
And they know you're gonna be there, and they know you're gonna want to drink. And
just like when anything, prices are up for no reason.
Yeah. But I think personally, if the prices were lower, they would make more money because people would buy more than just one. After you see $25, like,
that's your only one.
That's my drink for the night. I mean, that's what people will do.
Because if you think about it, let's say if they were
$12, people would go, oh, I'm gonna give me another drink.
Because there's a middle.
Then once you get about 2 or 3 drinks,
so you can get 3 because. I can get 3, for still less than what I'm getting 2.
And then by that time, you feeling real good.
You might go for more.
You might go get some more and not realize you done spent $100. Because you done forgot. Yeah, because you done forgot.
And now you want to get something to eat. I need something to eat for my stomach.
Yes.
I'm going to buy me some souvenirs now. Then they buy souvenirs and then they get into it like, I shouldn't have bought none of this.
So, yeah. So,
but yeah, they are pricey. Mm-hmm. But, that was our week.
Yeah, that was our week. It was really good. I was trying to think of anything else, but yeah, that's about it.
That's about it, chick. Mm-hmm. That's it. The leaves are starting to change and fall, so that's good.
The one thing I wanted to do in the fall that we didn't get to do because we missed it, I did want to try to do we missed the fainting goat. I wanted to do that, but anywho.
Picnic in the vines at the fainting goat.
Because it took the leaves a little while longer to turn this time. Because to me, they're just turning now, but the last time for the picnic is like the last weekend in October. And so either way, you wouldn't have it wouldn't have been like it was that time we went because it took the leaves a while to turn. Mm-hmm.
No.
So
I just saw something today. What was it today? No, last night. This guy. It's this young black dude, and he talks about like agriculture and stuff. And he was like, when y'all raking your leaves and you're doing your trees a disservice because while they're green, they're developing nutrients. Mm-hmm. So when they fall to the ground and those nutrients are broken down into the ground to allow for the grass. And you said it about leaves?
Keep going. Yeah.
When you said that.
And you told me that wasn't so.
Because
they kill your grass. That's what you told me.
Yeah, they do kill your grass.
But now, if the tree needed for nutrients...
It's just the tree, but not the grass. The tree needed for nutrients.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I'm going to start raking my leaves up to the tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, instead of just leaving them on the grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I know plenty of places like you go and people don't rake their leaves up and that grass be brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, under there. And it die out.
Okay.
And they ain't got time for that.
Okay.
too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that may keep our roots from coming up more, because the roots probably coming up higher because there's enough nutrients in the soil.
That might be so.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it'll be coverage and foliage.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, let's get down to it. So I love our little question segment. Do you want to do question segment, or you want to do some stories in the news?
Well, what we have been doing is doing the stories in the news and then the questions.
Okay,
after.
go ahead. I'm getting old. I got brain fog, ADHD, post-COVID.
Yes.
Everything is sciatica. You know, let's go.
Well, okay, so we have several stories that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Which one you want to do first? You want me to play the little clip about the officer?
Is the clip ready?
I mean, I could get it ready.
Okay.
You know, while we're doing this.
All right, so we have a clip of an officer.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what he did.
To my understanding, you could tell me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
He had to go before a judge because he had a drunk driving thing.
I don't know what he had to go for. I didn't even pay attention to that.
So I believe he had like a drunk driving thing.
Reckless driving and public intoxication case.
Yeah, and so he had to go to court.
Detroit, he was an officer.
Detroit police officer, I think last name Jackson.
Yeah.
And so he had to go to court via Zoom.
So here it is. A Detroit police officer left a judge speechless when he showed up for a Zoom hearing wearing his uniform top and badge, but no pants. Officer Matthew Jackson from the Detroit Police Department appeared in a 36th District Court via Zoom on Monday for a reckless driving and public intoxication case, according to a video of the hearing posted to YouTube. However, when Mr. Jackson appeared on camera, he was wearing his official police button-up uniform shirt, badge, and boxers, but no pants. So let's hear a clipping of that. A snip.
Jackson, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Officer Jackson, badge number 3919, out of the 12th precinct.
All right.
You got to ask the customer, Judge.
You got some pants on, officer?
Sir, they're in the... No, sir.
Officer Jackson, okay, Miss Lee.
So Officer Jackson didn't realize he had his camera down too low.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't understand why he didn't know, because if he was looking at himself, he would see, wait, I can see my drawers.
Let me tell you why.
Why didn't he was drunk?
Come on now.
He's still
Officer Jackson was still intoxicated. Officer Jackson intoxicated.
And he had on his police officer uniform at the top and sitting there in his box.
Sitting like this here, like wide open, like he ready to get in the game.
Then once he realized they knew, then he moved the
zoomed
camera.
it up, yeah.
He zoomed it up.
That one lady, the video, that lady looking like...
Is that his drawers?
I think she's like the court reporter or whatever. She's looking like... And then that's when the judge, he been looking and this said, wait. And it's not like he was about to say, what, cuz?
Yeah.
Cuz you got, Jackson, you got some, you got pants on? So on top of that, leads me into a question for you.
Yes.
You know, the world has changed with Zoom, and we've heard that story originally on the Breakfast Club. We listen to it every morning. Have there ever been a time with all these Zooms and whatever there is, even like because you was doing
counseling lessons, and you was doing appearing. You help Sharita at classrooms. Oh yeah.
Stuff. When Sharita teaches at U.S. University Southern California, you are her guest speaker a lot of times.
Yes.
And you were doing therapy sessions. Remember with her in Jersey, therapy sessions. Yes. And a lot of those were evening times after, your exercise and you took a shower real quick. So has there ever been a moment where you were business at the top and party at the bottom, or business at the top and relax at the bottom?
No.
No?
I don't know, because I always think if you get up unexpectedly,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I did my counseling lessons, I was up and moving because that was
Right.
like my way of
Correct.
keeping the students engaged in the lessons because it was tough for them at home.
Yeah.
So no, I always got fully like together and dressed for my
Right.
things. I don't do the top and bottom separate thing.
Yeah.
With the clients, now sometimes for them it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
You didn't have to be dressed up, so
Yeah.
that wasn't a big deal. So I
Right.
could have on a t-shirt and sweats or something like that. That wasn't like a big deal in regards to that.
Yeah.
Now the one thing I will say with some of my clients, when they would log on, they would be laying in the bed.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, are you laying in
I
the
noticed
bed?
that in my class when we were doing the not my group therapy sessions, but a group therapy class, but like we would have like we had to do, I think it was a suicide class. I mean, not suicide class, a suicide course, like a 45-minute course, and then something else. And it was like a lot of people. And then they asked you questions and stuff. So you had people in the dark, you had people, dogs and cats laying right there on their shoulder. And like one person out there on the patio, and you could see his whole thing, his flip-flops and feet kicked up and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what, to each his own, I guess,
I guess.
I never did the party. Even when I did my dissertation, my defense, when I did my defense for my doctorate, I had on a whole suit.
Yeah.
A whole suit, but all they could see was right here. But I had on a whole suit, and I was, just trying to make sure that I was ready for whatever too.
But I think you to me, yes, it is virtual, but to me, you should be prepared as if you were in that setting.
Yeah.
I just think it should be that way. If you are a client in my office.
You hear that?
Yeah, it's your child and his girlfriend.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
If you have a client and my client is in my office, you're not gonna be laying down under the covers.
Yeah.
So that part we're not doing that.
But let me tell you this. Let me go back. I guarantee you're going to see more of it if we ever have to do more virtual. Yeah. Because what do you see when you walk around? I don't know if you see it when you walk around high school.
I see it when I come to the high schools.
Right.
They have covers.
Yes, blankets.
They will have blankets with them. Some of the real shoes, like house shoes, slippers. They might be the UGG slippers. I see pajama pants.
Yeah.
Pajama pants.
So they'll be in the classroom, head on the desk, covered like this, and I'd be like, hey, get up. Maybe take your hood off, take your bonnet off, take your blanket off, sit up. And they upset that you tell them to do that. But some teachers don't want to.
They don't want to cause an issue. They're fighting their battles.
Yeah, they don't want the confrontation.
That's not a battle they want to fight.
It's not a battle. No, but it's regardless.
It's not. It should be an expectation.
Exactly. So if you do it often enough, and they know this is the expectation coming in, and there's no wavering from it. I don't care what everybody else in their classes do. They know this is the way it's done here.
And I think to me, it's about. I know y'all have heard me talk about building relationships. But when you build relationships with students, then you can have those conversations with them and say, listen, you are coming to school. If you want to wear something comfy, get some sweatpants. But this whole blanket thing, we are not doing a blanket thing.
So I know you're saying building a relationship. I know we kind of jumping off a little bit. But outside of the relationship, it still should be happening, right? You don't have time to build a relationship.
What do you mean?
Like, if I tell you, hey, our policy says no blankets here, so you don't have a relationship with that kid, and so what are
I mean, you still say the things, but that's why
Yeah.
I say it
It's
makes
easier.
It will be less. I don't say it's not controversial, but when they're afraid of what
Less
the
back and forth.
back and forth is going
Less
to
back and
be.
forth
So
if you have a
that
relationship.
yes,
But
that's what I'm saying. But if
yeah,
no, a
you don't
policy
have.
a
Yeah,
policy is a
you don't have
policy.
time for no relationship.
But first, let's not even get to the school part. Let's get
Why
to
you
the
coming out the
home
house?
part.
Why you coming out the house like that?
Who dropped you off? Who saw you walk out the house with pajama pants,
Yeah.
slippers, and a blanket? Because
Mhm.
if you were in my car and I was dropping you off at school, oh, you can leave that blanket
Leave that blanket
right
here.
You
Yeah.
can leave that blanket right here. If you were coming out of my house in the morning going to school, and if you, let's say, because I know for our boys, we were going to work at high school,
Mhm.
and then they got themselves ready, to go to school, drive themselves to school, but then some before they could drive, they rode with
Yeah.
you. But anywho, if I came home and then you walk in the door and I'm like, that's what
We
you
gotta
wore to
talk.
school?
We gotta talk. Yeah, we gotta talk.
So I just think that's
Yeah.
just, we have to teach them those things, because I think for me, it's okay with being comfortable. I get that. I mean, the sweatpants, tennis shoes, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just not appropriate to wear bed clothes
Out in public.
out in public. Like that's not
Point
that.
blank. Period.
No, that's just
Yeah.
unacceptable.
And most people, are tripping. Why? Because we're trying to teach a standard. Because, and why I'm saying that to say this is because at the and I've seen that in these kids, they get comfortable doing so, and then when it's time for us to have a banquet or have whatever, and I don't want to hear people say, "What, they can't afford it." Listen, and I'm not counting nobody's pockets. Okay, so we'll stop asking for pajamas and ask for maybe some sweatpants.
Leggings.
Okay. There are inexpensive shoes that you can get. There are
Crocs.
things so if you can't afford it, what if your job requires you to wear some kind of business attire? I'm just saying. Okay. So, you don't get your check paid immediately. So if we kind of teach these kids how to dress and how to, come to an interview, you're going to come to an interview in your pajamas
and a bonnet.
But what happens is, listen to this, they actually do come unprepared.
Mhm.
They actually do go out in these casual or business casual environment or business formal environments dressed inappropriately because not necessarily they weren't taught, but because they weren't held accountable to do better. They were told so, but they chose to do this because this is what I want to do. And then, when it's a certain setting, they actually try to come there, and then they say, "Oh, they just tripping."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, if you are in the power, have the power to do so with the kids and inform them. Look, let's make sure we dress appropriately and teach them why you're doing it, so they won't just think you're bullying. Or you just trying to flex your parental muscle or. Whatever.
And part of it, to me, what happens also at schools, why you do get the back and forth, is because there isn't consistency. I can go to Miss Jones' class and she doesn't say anything to me about it. Then I go to Dr. Hare's class and he's like,
But
and so with that, that's when you end up getting the back and forth, because they feel like, well, Dr. Hare just picking on me because I done went all day with this and nobody said a thing.
And this is what I tell them. I say, okay, what's the speed limit on the interstate? They'll say 60. Mm-hmm. What's the speed limit in front of the school? 35? Exactly. What goes on one spot may not go on in the other spot. Mm-hmm. So if in my classroom, this is what we do. In their classroom, it's probably what they do. So understand where you're going and understand the rules are accordingly. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear that. Mm-hmm. Well, they don't. Okay, you take your butt in front of this school, drive 65, or when the police right there in the school zone. See what happened.
That reminds me of this principal that was on TikTok, and he was having a kind of like a parent workshop, I think is what it was. And he was saying that parents do their children a disservice when you don't prepare them for being able to behave in multiple spaces,
Okay.
not just your home. You have to think about when you're parenting them,
That's true.
what kind of behavior do they need at school? What kind of behavior do they need out in a restaurant? What kind of behavior do they need in the movies? What
Right.
kind of behavior do they need if they go into the shopping at a grocery store? And so parents need to think about when they are raising and doing all the things for their children, how to prepare them to be able to behave and appropriate in more places than just your home.
Yeah.
So when they come to school, and there are rules, and there have to be, and expectations, because there are 24 kids in a classroom, or however many kids in a classroom. So you have to have some type of order and expectation, so that those that as parents, you have to understand that, so that when your child can't meet the expectation, and we've expressed it to you, and we're working with your child, but there is no change or shift, then we have to go with policy.
Right.
And if policy means your child has to go home, then
I see you later, player.
Yes. And so I love that he said that, just the part about raising your children and thinking about their behavior, not just in your home.
Right.
If you took them from your home and you went other places, would they be all right?
Right.
Would they be appropriate? So I just love that he shared that with parents, because that's just such a great tip for parents to think about.
Okay, let's move on to the next. And we didn't even get to the part that I wanted to talk about have we experienced, because I've experienced some crazy stuff online, but we'll talk that another day, another time. What is the other story we wanted to talk about? Was it about
This was the
new segment?
Yes, he has a new segment that he's created, but it's
in honor of
Colitha Johnson.
Colette.
That's one of my best friends. I always, if she and I are talking, and I said, I just can't believe it, Colette. And she'd say, believe it, sister. So
this segment is called
Believe It, Sister.
All right. Believe It, Sister. And Believe It, Sister is will be stories that we will hear from time to time that people will be like, I can't believe that. And then when you say I can't believe that, what you gonna say?
Believe it, sister.
All right. So shout out to Khalid.
All right. So there are these parents. There are two parents to a 12-year-old son.
Yeah.
The son went to school.
Yeah.
Came home and realized, they lived in an apartment. The parents had packed up.
You reading the summary? You just gonna tell it?
Oh, I'm just gonna tell it.
You can go ahead.
The parents had packed up and moved.
While Buddy was at school.
I'm talking about packed up the whole apartment, moved out, and left him. But here is the crazy part. The baby knew. When I first read it and it said he went to school, back to school, went straight to his principal, all this, I was like, hey, I wonder how he knew. Like, that's what I was supposed to do. Yo, you want to know why this baby knew to do that? Because this is not the first time they done packed up and left him.
Yeah.
So that's why he knew what to do. And so this is repeated behavior for them. They trying to find, I guess, a time where he won't find them or nobody will find them. And so they lied and told the police or the school. They had told her brother. The mom said her brother, his uncle, was supposed to pick him up. But when they called the uncle and aunt, they were like,
nah, this is the first we've heard of it.
This is the first we've heard about this.
Picking them up from school.
So they got CPS involved. Of course, CPS filed charges of neglect and all of that.
But they released him to the boyfriend. The boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like if you read it, it says.
But he was the one who also, but he's not the parent, so I guess that's why.
The reason why they released him, the little boy, to the dad, because the
stepdad kind of.
Yeah, the stepdad went to pick him up. They released him to him because they're living with him and who else? Is it his sister they're living with now? Because they got another place, and they said that he's not No, yeah, he got another place. The man stepdad,
Uh-huh.
he's not at his house. Said the boy's not welcome there.
Here. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it
It's
may
not
be
in
on
the
the full
summary.
story.
Okay, in the
So
full
the boy's
story.
not welcome there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, where is he going to stay? He said, well, he can stay here from now, but we're going to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
So the little boy has nowhere to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the stepdad is the one that picked him up from the police. It was like, why would you release them too if you know he already left him and he's already saying he can stay now, but he got to find somewhere else to go.
Mm-hmm.
And not once did they say the little boy was delinquent or all kind of things like that in the story at all.
They didn't say
They normally would
anything
say
like
that he was, in trouble all the time, and they didn't say that. It just said that the stepdad, does not want kids right now.
Yeah, and so just thinking for the son, I'm just thinking, if this is done multiple times, like this is not the first time they done packed up and moved without him.
Yeah.
Why haven't they just taken him out of the home?
Right. Well, maybe nobody else got involved before.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe authorities and whatever didn't get involved in it.
And maybe this is the first time CPS has been
somebody
involved.
else, because the principal didn't say this is not the first time it's happened.
Okay.
But also this goes back to what we said maybe 2 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
How soon is it? Should you introduce your person to your kids? Because this joker here, was he faking the funk when he met the little boy, or did he not know, or was he like, I don't want no kids?
Now let me tell you about some of these mamas.
Yeah.
Some people just want the companionship in a man so bad that they are willing. Now, if you
know that.
If you are willing,
we know that
to pack up, and move, and leave a 12-year-old behind.
12-year-old, not no adult.
No, a 12-year-old behind. Then certainly you really didn't care if that person or partner or man or woman you met liked your child or not, because you're willing to abandon your child.
That is her punish. They should punish her by having her stand in front something and just ram into her Achilles with a grocery basket, like 5 times.
5 times,
like when she ain't expecting it.
And I think I feel so sad.
Right there, we hit that little heel bone too.
I feel so sad for the baby, because just imagine nobody wanting you.
Yeah.
And to know that my family actually packed up and left me because they didn't want me.
How bad did they not want him? Because moving anywhere is takes something. Moving makes you think your life.
I mean,
whether you packing up a apartment or anything, you be like, oh, I hate moving. And they moved. They moved. So they did something that the whole world hate to do.
Planned.
Yes.
Because they did it
in secrecy. And
before, just during the school day.
They probably didn't have no furniture.
No, they might have had.
They probably had.
Oh, they didn't have much.
Nope, they probably had. Didn't have no dinner table. They ate at the apartment countertop, and they probably had one sofa, or there was probably a futon, folded futon that was in the living room, and then the bedroom. They probably had a bed with the little collapsible metal frames, and then towels. They may have probably about 3 towels that were black. A couple pots of paint, because nasty. Because if they that kind of people, they nasty. They don't really wash like they supposed to wash. So they didn't have much. They put everything they had in a 98, 99 Suburban.
Okay.
They put it in there.
Now here's something else I was thinking about.
Traffic.
They
didn't get no deposit back because I know the carpet was nasty.
No, yeah.
Horrible carpet.
I forgot the thing I was
thinking. And all the stains on the stove. Refrigerator was probably nasty.
Oh, here's the thing I was thinking of. Okay. You know how people could drop babies off at the fire station?
Yeah.
Can you drop a 12-year-old off?
I'm sure you can.
They should have just, if you don't want them, just drop the baby off at the
They weren't trying to do that.
At the fire station. I thought any person, and I don't know if this is the law in every state, but I thought if you feel like you cannot take care of your child or whatever, you don't even have to give a reason.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm sure you can.
You don't even have to give a reason. You can drop them off at the fire. I thought like fire, police station, and you can do it without
I don't know.
a reason. I thought,
But
I
that
could
was
be wrong.
foul. That was foul.
That is, and I think for a baby, I mean, a baby wouldn't even know, but for a poor 12-year-old, my goodness,
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for him. But that was trifling.
Yeah.
And so her charges were 3rd-degree felony charge for intentionally abandoning a child under 15 without intent to return.
Yep.
That was. So, okay, so can you abandon a 15-year-old? I mean, like if they were 16. Oh, yeah, because at 16.
You can abandon anybody. Really.
I mean without it being a charge. So, if they 15,
it depends on
if
what
they're 15 and older.
It depends on that state's age of what is considered
okay.
to be, an adult.
Hmm.
But I know in most states at 15 you can do what is it called when you want to get away from your parents? What do they file for?
Emancipation.
Yeah, emancipation.
So I just feel so sorry for them because
Emancipation of Mimi.
literally in 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
they gone. So I don't know the baby's name.
Yeah. They ain't gonna put the baby name in the
No,
paper.
because it's
It's all
minor.
good though. But I'm glad they arrested them jokers.
In 3 years, he gonna be on his own.
Hell, that old buddy might be the husband, the boy, whatever he is, might be gone.
Oh yeah.
Every day she
That's
go
just
to
her
the grocery
boyfriend.
store, she be hit in the back of the heel with a shopping cart
With a shopping
for the rest
cart.
of her life. That is her purgatory.
I hope they remove him from the home and he is able to be
succeed.
placed
Yep.
with some foster parents
Some
who
loving
end
parents.
up adopting him and loving on him.
And he ends up
and he
financially
ends up-
secure.
Yeah.
And they come back to the house. Hey son, remember us?
And then he's like, I've been
Yeah.
waiting for you.
Papa been-
Hold on 1 second. Let me go to my garage. And he got a shopping cart in there.
And hit in the back of the heel. Bow.
Just
Yep.
get him.
And the old knucklehead. And you know how the old men take all their hat and be, yeah, son, I've seen you've been doing good at school and everything. Won't you help your old man out? I'm going to help you out. Get out of my house.
Yes.
You're
I wish
smelling
I
like
knew who the
burnt
baby
motor
was.
oil. Go there and fix a $5 15-minute lube. That's what they need to do.
A what?
15-minute lube, because that's what he doing. He just he probably working at the oil lube place and not even a real worker. He one of them people that's doing like 2 hours just something
I believe it.
shady, just no good.
Thinking your oil got changed and it did.
Right, just no good, trifling.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to anybody working at the oil lube place, but you working there legitimately. He ain't working there legitimately.
Just
Ain't
a
nothing legitimate about
trifling.
this man. Him and his
Trifling.
old woman.
Oh,
Look
trifling.
what he look like.
Look at him. They look trifling,
They
don't
do
they?
look trifling.
Look at her and look at him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Buster.
Bust.
Let me see it one more time. Look at him. Oh, half an eye. One of his eyes ain't even working right. Look like them old Toyota Celica. Remember the Toyota Celica's probably like a 87 when he used to have them lights used to flash like that. One of his lights flashed like that. That's what he looked like.
We can talk about him because he trifling.
Yeah, he trifling.
Oh, ragged itself.
Oh, Buster Brown. All right, so let's get on so we can do what we got to do for the rest of the day. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking for quite a while now, and we're going to split this episode up into 2 parts.
Dos.
So, for part 1, we really appreciate you for sticking with us. Stay tuned for part 2. This is Keefla.
This is Creek.
And this is the Refreshingly Normal Podcast.
Bye.
Part 2 soon come. The Refreshingly Normal Podcast.